रंग तमाशा पूरन आशा कभी न भी आते चिंता Sacegore tumeco ede Allah Sant sang teri preet Sacegore tumeco ede Allah Sant sang teri preet Kapad pat par nisar rakhi भोजन कीर्तन नीत कपड़ पत पर निसर राखी भोजन कीर्तन नीत भोजन कीर्तन नीत अमृत पीवो सदा चिर जीवो हर सिमरत अंत अनंता रंग तमाशा पूरन आशा कभी न भी आते चिंता अमृत पीवो सदा चिर जीवो हर सिमरत अंत अनंता रंग तमाशा पूरन आशा कभी न भी आते चिंता
Okay, Sadhnan. Let's go ahead and tune in. Bring the hands to the center of the chest and rub the hands together. And as you rub your hands together, begin to feel your feet and legs, spine, head, hands. Press the palms together, push them into the sternum, and bring your awareness into the heart. And let's just make a wish for depth, within ourselves, and to be in a flow. Inhale deep, squeeze, press the tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth, look up at the third eye point, hold. Exhale. Again, inhale, squeeze from the center of your navel, press the hands, press into the upper palate with the tongue, look up, hold. Go to the core of who you are with your mind. Exhale. One more time. Inhale deep. Squeeze everything. Exhale. Inhale to tune in. Om Namo Gurudev Namo Da, hold. Inhale. Exhale. Now truly bring a protection around yourself. And remember, you're always going from your right side behind you to the left and in front of you. And after the first repetition, surround someone that's in need of protection, that doesn't have tools, that doesn't have this way. Inhale. Adguru Name, Jugadguru Name, Sadguru Name, Sri Guru Deva Name, Adguru Name, Jugadguru Name, Sadguru Name, Sri Guru Deva Name, Adguru Name, Jugadguru Name, Sadguru Name, Sri Guru Deva Name. Inhale, squeeze, press, hold. Exhale. Inhale deep, squeeze and compress, consolidate. Exhale. One more time. Inhale deep. Squeeze the feet, squeeze the palms, squeeze the top of the head. All the locks apply. Look up. And exhale. All right, very good. And if you notice, we got very quiet, very quick this evening. Even just practicing those locks is very powerful practice. You know, maybe when you tune in every day, you could do that. It might add a couple of minutes to your practice, but it'll take you into a really immersive depth within yourself. Tonight, what I'd like to do is I'd like us to do some yoga, and then at the very end of the class, we'll move into a meditation. And at the end of it, we're going to use a mantra to pray for peace with that mantra. The meditation was given in 1991 when the first Gulf War was taking place. And I would just like to utilize the sound current as a form of prayer. And, you know, I've been very fortunate to have been around a lot of very, like, kind of powerful, not, you know, very humble, but very, very powerful people of prayer through the indigenous circles and also through Kundalini yoga. And there's something I've noticed about prayer, which is there's a level at which it doesn't even really matter what you say if you decide to use words. You know, there's that famous quote by Meister Eckhart that says, if the only prayer that you would ever say is thank you, that would be enough. But I would like to take that a step further and say, if you meant thank you, that would be enough. Because sometimes, you know, you can hear people speak and they may say very beautiful things, And they might even say very eloquent things, and they might even say all of the right things. But maybe they're saying it from a chakra that's really not resonant. Or maybe they honestly really just don't mean it, or it's entirely coming from their thoughts. It's entirely coming just from the mind. So when you can bring the mind into a very silent place, where the mind is not producing the verbal thoughts, the ones that are talking, the voice in your head, then you become still enough. When I say you right now, I mean this body, the heart, this sensation, the part of the you that we talk to each other with, that you can start to be in relay with the you inside of you. You could call it your soul, whatever you would like to call it. It can start to be in a kind of relay with that deeper level of yourself. And that deeper level of yourself is already at the level of the God consciousness. And so a flow can start to happen from God consciousness to God consciousness. And I've seen it happen. I've witnessed it happen, that a person can reach that depth of prayer that all of nature will start to instantaneously shift around that person. How a fire looks can change. How the birds are acting around them can change. Or even if it's in a room and there's a group of people, the energy of the room shifts from the mind into the heart and into the body, and you can feel a relaxation start to take place among people. And when nature and the people and even the vibration of a room start to change, the imprint of the prayers is actually vibrating through the cosmos. And that vibration, that flow from the infinite into the finite, is the absolution of the prayer. It makes the prayer absolute. So what I would like to do today is take us into a very neutral, zero kind of place. And from the depths of who we are as people, I would like to utilize the mantra and that prayer, which is wordless, traveling through the sound of the mantra, could reach those in need and ask the natures for peace. Okay, let's come onto the hands and knees, inhaling the head up and exhaling the head down. Inhaling Sat and exhaling Nam.
Ekonkara Satnama Siri Waheguru. Ekonkara Satnama Siri Waheguru. Ekonkara Satnama Siri Waheguru. Ekonkara Satnama Siri Waheguru. Hey Guru, Akonkara Satanama Siriwa. 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 Hey Guru, Akonkara Satanama Siriwa.
Inhale the head up. Exhale down. And come into Guru Pranam. Okay, now come up to sitting, but your legs will be out in front of you. The legs are going to be straight out in front of you. The toes are pointing forward. And the hands are going to come out parallel to the ground with the palms facing each other. Okay, so they'll be facing each other. You're going to inhale back, exhale forward. Inhale back, exhale forward. Inhale back, exhale forward. Inhale back, and it's a heavy breath. So really deeply inhale back, exhale forward. And it says, do 2 bends every 5 seconds. Okay, so, do what you can, but the goal is you're kind of trying to move fast. And the breath is going to get very heavy. You're moving all the way forward that you can with the hips. So try to increase the stretch each time and increase the breath. You're moving very deep, and I'm going to put some energetic music on for you. And just try to really get a good workout in. It's going to work your sciatic nerve. It's going to work on the kidneys. It's going to work on your breath. It's going to make you sweat. If you aren't sweating, by 30 more seconds, go faster. Start to sweat. Try to keep the arms parallel to the ground, so you're not like bringing your head down, but you're just going forward. Okay, so try to move as fast as you can. Keep going and let the breath get heavier. So you want to just move and you want the breath to get the heaviest that it can possibly be. It needs to become really heavy now. Okay, now relax and just kind of shake yourself out a little bit. Unless it says otherwise, it's always, it's a kind of a good idea between the parts of the yoga set to just kind of move a little bit, just get a little bit of motion going inside of you. Come to lying down on your back. And you want to make sure when you do these exercises, like if you do 5 minutes of an exercise and you're not sweating, you probably aren't exerting yourself enough. There's probably more you can do. So in this one, you should make sure that you at least start to get the sweat moving, at least on your forehead, okay? And you want to feel that the breath that you're taking is very deep. Like if you're feeling like kind of shallow in the breath, then you want to kind of increase it on this particular exercise. Now bring your heels to your butt and with corresponding hands, grab the ankles. So right hand, right ankle, left hand, left ankle. Now inhale and lift the butt and back off the floor. The shoulders, the neck, and the head stay on the ground. And then exhale the buttocks down, okay? Now inhale back up and exhale back down, okay? Watch, Carolyn, just grab your ankles. Grab your ankles. The feet are on the floor. Now pick your butt up. Yeah. as high as you can and then down, and inhale up and exhale down. And it should be as fast as you can do it. So you're inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down. And if you can go a little slower and get all the way up to where only your shoulders are on the ground, that would be the way to do it. Okay. So you're inhaling up, exhaling down. Do it at a rate that's going to make you actually sweat, and do it at a level of depth that will make you sweat. And keep going. Now what you want to make sure is that you're arching the back up all the way up. So it's better to go a little bit slower and arch your back all the way up. It's not really kind of like an Energizer Bunny kind of like humping the hips. It's more of like going all the way up into an arch and then coming down with a deep inhale, deep exhale down. Inhale up, arch all the way, deep. So you want to get that deep arch in. Keep going. Okay, now relax down and just lie down for a bit. And just take your hand and feel your forehead and see whether there's sweat there or not. Just breathe and let yourself relax. One exercise that's good to do if you need to get your endurance up for exercise is to swim. And another one is just very heavy walking. So like 40 minutes of heavy walking a day. That's something that Yogi Bhajan always advised. It's good to add some cardio exercise in with a Kundalini yoga practice. It honestly, a cardio exercise in addition to this will help you have endurance to be able to do the practice. And that's not a criticism, it's just like an honest, it's just an honest statement of okay, come into the cat-cow posture. Okay, now start to inhale the head up and exhale the head down, just as if you were doing a normal cat-cow. And this one is going to have two parts to it, actually three parts to it. So the first part is you just cat-cow, but you want to get a heavy breath, okay? The breath is pretty heavy today, but I feel it can go a little deeper. Imagine that as you do this and you inhale, if there was a Kleenex in front of your nose, that when you inhale, the Kleenex would come to the nose and get caught in the nostrils because that's how much you were inhaling. And then when you exhaled, it would blow the Kleenex. So you want to really be breathing deep, a little deeper. Very heavy breath. We're trying to get the pituitary to secrete. You're inhaling as you flex spine. Cat-cow deep enough where you would sweat. Doesn't have to be fast, but make the breath very deep. Even a little deeper. Like if there was mucus in there, it would be coming out now. That's how deep. You want to really get it out. Use it almost like a breath of fire or a snot breathing dragon. That's how it should be with this breath. It should be really deep in and really deep out. Okay, now inhale into the cow posture, so head up. Exhale and stretch the left leg back. Okay, so the left leg is going to be back and up. And you're going to be holding the left leg up in the air. So it should be at least parallel to the ground or higher. And just start breathing long and deep. Breathe long and deep here. Powerful breath. Use the Mobanda to hold the posture. That's what it's there for. Use it to hold the posture. Get a good stretch. It should be enough. You should be stretching the leg far enough back that you should feel it in the kidneys. Okay, now inhale the left knee down onto the ground and then stretch the right leg back. And again, deep breath. You're pulling the foot up into the air to where it's going up to like 30 degrees north of parallel, and you're putting a pressure on the kidneys. Y'all are doing great tonight. Okay, now bring the knee down and stretch the left leg back again. Now bring the heel of the left foot into the butt. And bring it out again. And keep kicking. And just breathe deep. It should get like a breath of fire as you move back and forth. Some of you are wishing you had watched that episode of Sex in the City instead of doing this, but you're going to feel good afterwards, I promise. Okay, keep going. Now switch legs. And start kicking. Almost with a breath of fire. And relax. Okay, now come to lying on your back. And I'd like for you to just take a break for just a minute. The next exercise is not hard, but it's also not fun. So just take a break. At the same time, it's going to help you to be able to hear yourself. And to come within yourself. You know, I like to go to the gym. It's a favorite activity of mine. And I go to a very nice gym. It's one of the nicest gyms in the country. Really, it is. And it's very affordable. I'm very fortunate. But I noticed something. You know, most of the people who go there are well off. A lot of them are business people. Some of the time they have a good disposition. But a lot of the times they have a very aggressive look on their face. and their approach to the exercise feels very aggressive, and I see many of them go in and they do physical feats that I find nearly impossible, with some injuries that I have and so on and so forth. And I'm always amazed at the physical activity that they do. But one thing that I notice is that despite the intensity of their workout, they often leave just as unhappy as when they started. Or it's almost as if their exercise was like a sexual relief. There's like a chemical endorphin, but their psyche still seems very troubled. I study it. But with these practices, we're moving in a current with the cosmos. We're moving in a current with the cosmos. With the angles of how nature moves. We're allowing those things that need to move in our psyche to move as well as our bodies. So bring the knees into the chest and just grab the knees with the arms. And then lift the head to where the nose is approaching the knees. If you can't quite touch the knees, it's okay. But you're bringing the head forward towards the knees. Just relax. Breathe. Breathe in the posture. If for some medical reason you need to take a momentary break, do it, but wait a couple of minutes if you can, at least before you let the head down. Just breathe. If you need to bring the head down at some point, just do it, but then try to bring it back up as soon as you can. And if you can, maintain the posture. If you feel that it's just like, oh, I would like to go down, but I could stay up, then stay up. And breathe. Just think. You could almost go backwards in time, 5 years old, and then 4, 3, and then younger than that. And then you spent 9 whole months in this posture. 9 months, just like this. So you can do it now. Now, if you can, even if all you're doing is humming, start to hum along or sing along to this song.
I am bountiful, I am blissful, I am beautiful, I am bountiful, I am blissful, I am beautiful, I am I am bountiful, I am blissful, I am beautiful, I am bountiful, I am blissful, I am beautiful, I am. Noble is a virtue of the presence of God. Greatest virtue can be expressed. Noble to everyone, whatever they may be, before one God, equality. I am bountiful, I am blissful, I am beautiful, I am bountiful, I am blissful, I am beautiful, I am bountiful, I am blissful, I am beautiful, I am bountiful, I am blissful, I am beautiful, I am. Noble is a virtue that affects every soul, as innocence affects the heart. Woman has one virtue, to be noble till death. Living your truth is happiness. I am bountiful, I am blissful, I am beautiful, I am bountiful, I am blissful, I am beautiful, I am bountiful, I am blissful, I am beautiful, I am bountiful, I am blissful, I am beautiful, I am. Noble woman gives birth to a noble life, noble children and surroundings me. Noble woman looks and lives nobility, even if she lives in poverty.
Keep singing.
All things come from God, all things go to God. Everything comes from Him and it goes back home again. All things come from God, all things go to God. Everything comes from Him and it goes back home again. All things come from God, all things go to God. Everything comes from Him and it goes back home again. All things come from God, all things go to God. Everything comes from Him and it goes back home again.
relax down and just take a moment to come back to your human body. Rest for a minute.
Or enlighten the mind. No power to speak or silence to keep. No power to beg, no power to give. No power to die, no power to live. No power to rule or enlighten the mind. No power to find the way to be free. No power to light my soul to thee. No one is low, no one is high. He alone reveals the way. All things come from God. All things go to God. Everything comes from.
Okay, now inhale and come into chair pose. You want to show us touch, Chunder? So you're going to stand up and your feet are going to be about 18 inches to 2 feet apart, more like 18 inches. And you'll squat down where the butt is almost touching the ground and the arms are going to come parallel out in front. The arms are parallel out in front. So you just squat it down and your arms are out in front. See that? Yeah, you squat all the way down. The butt's like 3 inches from the ground. Yeah, there you go. And the arms are straight out in front. Now just start to breathe long and deep in this posture for a little bit. Balance yourself out. You're working on your kidneys. If you start to feel dizzy, which you won't, just breathe a little deeper. And if you need to, you could, if you did feel really dizzy, you could sit down, but just try to breathe deep. Deeper breath. Feels a little shallow. Breathe deeper. Breathe from the belly, even though you're cramped up in that posture. And now I'm going to play the tantric hud. And so on the huddah, you want to make sure the tongue is hitting the upper palate and that you're pumping the navel on the sound. Now inhale deep, squeeze the Mobanda and hold the breath, hold, tighten everything, tighten, squeeze the Mobanda, even squeeze your head, hold tight, stay in the posture, exhale, inhale deep, squeeze tight, Mobanda, everything, even your fingernails, squeeze, hold. Exhale and come to seated. Okay, this is the last part of the Kriya, and then we'll take a brief rest and then meditate. Be a very brief rest because it's about an 18-minute meditation. Okay, the left hand Gyan Mudra at the heart center. Left hand Gyan Mudra parallel to the ground. You want to make sure the posture is right. Now this one, same thing. Right hand Gyan Mudra. You see how it's pulled? It's pulled back by the side of the ear, and the palm is facing up, but it's pulled back. Okay. It's pulled back. You want to make sure you're getting this right. Now pull up the muscles, the buttocks, the hips, as if you're pulling yourself off the ground. Okay, inhale deep. Pull up, pull the hips up, the abdomen, the chest, tucking the chin, just pulling up. Hold the breath, pull up, keep pulling up, pulling everything up, as if you're trying to almost levitate off the ground. Pulling up, stretching up, pulling up. You're holding the breath, pulling up. Exhale. Inhale it again, pull. Go tight up. Pull up tight. You're pulling up tighter and tighter and tighter. Keep going. You're just pulling up. You're pulling the spine up. You're holding the breath. The abdomen is compressing. There's no weight on the buttocks now. You're pulling up and lifting the ribs, the diaphragm, chin in, chest out, holding. Now exhale, let the tension go. Inhale. You're pulling up. You're pulling up so much and becoming so tight in the top of your body. You're lifting your butt off the ground. You're starting to almost levitate. You're pulling yourself up. You're becoming light. You're becoming light like a little balloon, squeezing yourself up. Light. Exhale, release. Inhale deep. Pulling up. Pulling up. Becoming light. The diaphragm, really squeeze the diaphragm, the ribs, pull the ribs up, pull the chest up. Pulling up, holding the breath, you're pulling up, you're pulling up, you're pulling up, you're pulling up, you're holding the breath, you're pulling up, you're pulling up. Exhale, release. Inhale deep, pull up, become light, light. You're pulling up, you're tightening, you're tightening, you're tightening, you're pulling up the diaphragm, the ribs, into the chest, into the chest. This particular wind that you're working on is going to make you buoyant and light like a little balloon, like a little child. Exhale, release. Now one more time, go. You're pulling up, you're tight, tight. You're getting tighter and lighter, lighter. Imagine yourself lighter like a little balloon. Your butt is off the ground now. You're levitating. You're getting up. You're higher. You're flyer. Lighter, lighter. Keep the posture. Relax. One more time. Inhale deep. You're pulling up like a little balloon. You're going higher, lighter, higher and lighter. Going higher, lighter, higher and lighter, higher and lighter. Keep the posture now. Release the tension. Keep the posture and sing from the tip of the tongue.
Vaheguru, 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 Vahejio, Vaheguru, Vaheguru.
And inhale deep. Exhale. And come onto the back for a brief nap. Let your body be light on the ground. You worked on a very lightning wind in the body. Imagine if you were just light like a little leaf.
Vaheguru, 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 Vahejio, Vaheguru, 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 Vahejio, Vaheguru. Vaheguru, 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 Vahejio, Vaheguru.
Okay, now inhale and rock up to sitting. We're going to start the meditation. We're going to work on making ourselves aerodynamic, light. Before you start, I'm sure that everyone here has seen a flock of ducks flying before. Have you seen that? The way that they fly? Just picture that in your mind, the way that they fly in formation. And they're very aerodynamic, and there's a rhythm to the way that they move their wings. There's a rhythm to the way that they move their wings, and it's stimulating in them a wind that's allowing them to pick up into flight at the area of their heart. And so we're going to do the same for ourselves. Now come to sitting on the heels. So you're in rock pose, you're sitting on the heels. You're sitting on the knees and the heels are under your butt. If you can't, and if you need to sit, that's fine. But if possible, you're in the rock pose, okay? This is a very beautiful meditation. You're in rock pose and the hands are going to be like this, okay? They're going to be like this. Now imagine like this is like a frog swimming, okay? Like, how a frog swims? No, you want to do that. You want to be like a duck flying. So it's going to go very aerodynamic out and kind of at a little slight angle and then back in, okay? So now come out and squeeze the navel. Squeeze the navel on the out, and on the in, bring it in. It's going to work on your heart chakra in a very elegant way. Don't try. Come out and squeeze the navel, and then in, like a wing flying. Out and squeeze, in and relax. Out and squeeze, in and relax. And just keep going with it. Now I'm going to play a very beautiful exalted track. Try to go in rhythm with it and fly. Keep going. You're looking at the tip of your nose. Keep going. Okay, now relax your arms down and come to seated, just like comfortable, easy pose. And feel that you're very lighthearted. You've been flying. You've opened your heart center. You're light as a child. You know how a little child is very buoyant and very light? They can fall and jump right back up. Be very lighthearted like a little child. Innocent hearted. Start to sing along with the song. Let your spirit travel to wherever it needs to go to and sing the song as a prayer to calm things down. To whoever it is that needs to have have the energy just go down a little bit. Bring them this song. as if you were a little innocent child who's just been flying through the air. seal your prayer. Exhale. And bring the hands to the center of the chest. Project the golden ray and all the love that you've developed through this class out into the world for anyone who needs it.
May the long time sun shine upon you and all love surround you and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you and all love surround you and the pure light within you guide your way on.
Satnam. Satnam. Holy One, thank you for this heavenly technology and for the way that you've made us all light and childlike. May you help us to remember this childlike innocence, this buoyancy, this ability to fly through our prayer as we navigate the times ahead. May our prayers be innocent and our lives be innocent. Satnam. Satnam.